What's up, everybody? Shonda here, and I am bringing us our channel message for the week of May 31st, 2026. I also trust that this message will find you exactly when it's supposed to. Spirit started off the message by saying, this week, be free, be clear, be free, be clear, and don't be afraid to fly. This week is about you giving yourself the permission to expand, you giving yourself the permission to shine, you give yourself the permission to play big, is what I just heard. This isn't the week to allow your ego to talk you out of making the email or telling yourself you're doing the most or telling yourself, oh, I'll do it next week or oh, it can wait or yeah, I'll get there. Spirit is like, no, this is the week where you decide. Last week we had to lock in. This week is where you decide. Like, you decide that I am comfortable with shining bright, even if you don't think you are yet. Make the decision to shine. Thank you, Spirit. Shine and see what happens. Fly and see what happens. Allow yourself to be seen and be visible and just see where you land. Like, my washing machine is going off right now and it sings this little song when it's done. And it's almost like that's that confirmation of like, this is your theme song. Like, this is your time. Let's go. Like, stop playing with you. Like, you stop playing with you and go shine. You stop worrying about making everybody else uncomfortable and go shine. Play big, fly, allow for your nervous system to begin to process and adjust to what it feels like for you to authentically sit in your expansion. That is the only way you are going to embody it in the way that you're craving, in the way that you keep kind of, Spirit is almost showing me like hot and cold. Like, one day you like, yeah, I'm about that life. I'm a fly. I'm a star. And then the next day you're like, who do I think I am? Like, what? That's okay. I'm going to stay right here. It's safe right here. I know how to navigate this. And Spirit is saying that hot and cold is what keeps throwing you off balance. And what the practice is this week, what the goal is this week, is to moment by moment, conversation by conversation, choose you, choose expansion, choose to fly, choose to say yes when you're asked to speak on something, say yes when you're asked to share your expertise. Stop saying you're not an expert. Your life is giving you the knowledge and the wisdom and the know-how to share what you have. Stop underselling yourself, undercutting yourself, and then you get mad when people treat you accordingly. You're not even treating you like you a big deal. Why should they? You are a big deal. And Spirit is not asking you to be arrogant and rude. Spirit is asking you to acknowledge the fact that you are exactly who you say you are, that you are exactly more than what you think you are. And this week, allow yourself, allow your nervous system, allow your mind, allow your body to begin to sit in the acceptance of all of that goodness. Sit into, thank you, Spirit, sit into the acceptance of that truth. Sit into the acceptance of that truth. Sit into the acceptance of that truth. When you do that, that is where you will begin to believe that you're enough. When you do that, that is when you will stop comparing your journey, your life, your accolades, your resume, and how you show up compared to everybody else's. You will begin to appreciate your divine path, appreciate your divine journey, appreciate your challenges and everything that you've overcome. And it will remind you that you deserve the platform. I'm seeing like a spotlight, the acknowledgement, the worthiness, the encouragement, the safety, all of it. You deserve all the good things that's happening to you, but you can't receive them and try to play small at the same time. You have to receive them and allow yourself to sit in the vastness and the depth of what it feels like. And no one's saying that it's easy when you've been conditioned to shrink. But the only way that you can allow yourself to shine, to truly come alive, and to feel safe to do so is to practice it. So this week, when those moments come up, when those conversations come up, when those opportunities come up, give yourself the permission to shine. Give yourself the permission to be awkward and eccentric and quirky and funny. Give yourself the permission to be you, and try not to read the room and assess where it's landing for everybody. Try to spirit is showing me like you being you, you shining bright and being big, and then you walk out of the room on to the next moment. You're not trying to see where it landed and hoping that people will reject you or don't like you anymore. You're practicing being you unapologetically and not worrying about being liked in the process. So shine bright this week. Fly high this week. You deserve it, and you deserve to start the process of knowing what it feels like and feeling safe in it at the same time. All right, y'all, let me see what chakra is calling for our healing with that goodness. Oh, okay. That came out, I guess. All right. Third eye chakra. So, that is our energy center, right? Between our eyebrows. It is how we connect to our intuition, how we connect to, again, spirit is saying this expertise. You keep trying to tell yourself you're not an expert. Just because you don't have a degree and you didn't spend 1,000 hours studying on something doesn't mean you don't know what you know that you know. Because sometimes the degree, ooh, thank you, spirit. Sometimes the degree is in your bones. The degree is in your blood. The degree is in your genes. And now, because you're doing the work, it's being activated. So stop underestimating yourself. All right. So this week we got knowledge, y'all. And here are our affirmations. I recognize that a great deal of knowledge and information comes to me in the form of intuition, such as clairvoyance, clairaudience, and hypersensitive feelings. I use my intellect combined with my intuition to delve into circumstances from a philosophical and a spiritual viewpoint. I aim to understand the truth behind situations that come my way, as this helps me to respond with wisdom. I cultivate positive beliefs about my life, myself, and others. And Spirit is saying when you allow your intuition to tell you, to guide you on what moment is for you, when you allow for your intuition to let you know when it's time to shine and when it's time to read the room and put up some boundaries and move accordingly, it will make navigating relationships and people in alignment a lot more easier. So, really tapping into your intuition as you fly, let it guide you, let it be your compass, let it be your guide as well this week. Spirit is talking about spiritual hygiene this week. I was trying to tap in to see like what crystals and herbs and movement, because that's how we tap into our tools. Okay. And yeah, spirit was like spiritual hygiene is important this week. Today is a full moon in Sagittarius. It's the energy of releasing. Um, and then we're going into this Gemini, right? We're in that Gemini season. So spiritual hygiene is super important right now. And spirit is saying right now you might find yourself more sensitive, more emotional, and just kind of feeling all over the place. So that spiritual hygiene to keep you grounded in your own essence, to keep you grounded in your own truth. I also just heard to keep you grounded in your own aura. That is non-negotiable this week. So taking your spiritual baths, doing your tea, your crystals, your breath work, your visualization, whatever tools you use to ground and reset and clear your energy. Listen to your frequency music when you in the car, going from one meeting to the next, really being intentional about speaking life into your food, choosing foods that are going to help really ground you and clear your energy. I keep seeing like kale, so like salads, fresh vegetables. I'm also hearing like things that are fresh vegetables and fruit that have like a crispiness to it, that have a crunchiness to it. Something about that sound this week really clearing your third eye and helping clearing everything out. Yeah. For crystals, I saw clear quartz and amethyst. I also saw rose quartz for people who need help with like separating your intuition from your ego, especially so you won't judge people. You can also do some heart chakra work with that rose quartz as well if you're still working and healing around that. Movement, thank you. I just heard consistency and discipline. So this week, consistency and discipline, whatever movement you're doing, stay consistent, stay consistent, stay consistent, and stay disciplined. All right, that's all we got. It's going to be a good week, y'all. It's just like last week, stay locked in, but now Spirit is asking us, just like everything else, is Earth School, right? So taking it to the next step, taking it to the next level of how we show up in that energy, all right? If you need any support, head over to the website. The link is below, and you can book an ancestral reading, get guidance on what you need specifically for your journey, what rituals and tools that you can lean on and tap into that your ancestors recommend for your healing. Check out the apothecary where we got all the tools and all the things. All right, y'all. Keep going, keep growing, keep healing. And until next time, peace.